listen, God is not the author of confusion. Anywhere there's confusion and chaos and foolery, clownism, God is not the author of confusion, but He is the author and finisher of our faith. America is 250 years old, and we're imploding. Ain't gonna be no nuclear missiles that's gonna hit this place anytime soon. There's not gonna be any wars fought on this soil anytime soon. Our house divided cannot and will not stand. And we've had our issues. We've always had our issues dealing with color. But until Donald Trump came down that escalator, things have gotten so much worse. And for so many people to turn a blind eye and a deaf ear, not understanding that He's allowed the enemy to use him. The enemy comes to do three things. That's to kill, steal, and to destroy. And that's what's going on right now in this country. Kill, steal, destroy. And so we're imploding. And so even the evangelical, those of us that call ourselves Christian, and I always knew, being an African-American male, that there were two types of Christianity in this country. Two types. Because I always found it amazing how African-American people will leave their churches and go and sit up on the white leadership. But there's a very, 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 very slim few that will leave the white church to come and sit up on the black leadership. So much so that Bishop Charles Harrison Mason, who ordained the first white elders that ultimately launched the Assemblies of God denomination, but to this day they haven't returned home and to the Church of God in Christ. And so all of these things lets us know that if you're white, you're right. If you're brown, get down. And so God is not pleased. I'm sorry about what happened to Charlie Kirk, but life and death lies in the power of the tongue. Be not deceived, God is not mocked. Whatever a man sow, that shall he also reap. And so your words have power. Your words have power. And so you have the power to speak life. But when you're so divisive and you're flying under the banner of Christianity, those were not the teachings of Jesus. Jesus was a liberal. He hung out with the prostitutes. He hung out with the alcoholics. He didn't shun people. And so we got to really get back to the basics and understand what we're dealing with. Wake up.